Hi, welcome back guys. On this episode we are gonna move on inside, look at the anchor locker, kitchen and ceiling, see what job we're gonna start, give it all a tidy up. So yeah, let's get on with it. Okay, so like I just said, pretty much done out here for now. It's getting colder now, the frost is coming, so it'd be nice to work inside, get a little heater going. Let me just quickly jump up here. So my main thing is today is going to be to clear all of that in there. Probably start storing it in the engine bay so I can move in and out nice and easily. The windscreen is in there as well, so I need to pull that out, give it a hoover, give it a tidy, and then I'll come back and explain the 3 jobs. If you haven't seen my previous episodes, which you know that it was about a year ago, and we'll see what we're going to get up to. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, and now we're cleared up the main 3 jobs: kitchen, roof and anchor locker. So we'll take a look at this. Like I don't know, like I said before, this side the hatch has dropped, and I can confirm that now because the board has snapped right there, if you guys can see it. So my idea is obviously to take that whole board out that needs replacing, and then jack it up, reinforce it with this board, and then put a full board all the way across. You can see the outline roughly where the original one went, and that will 100% be strong enough for anyone to stand on. I will look at my wood supply. It might be 1 inch thick, it might be 3/4. We'll see how it goes. With the roof, there's not much need to be done to the roof apart from patch some holes, a tiny little bit of sand in there, and then really it's get the 4 boards back on, fiberglass them on, and that's pretty much it for the roof, because the boards that I put on will be for structure. If anyone stands on there, it's a bit more support. And then we have the kitchen, which, like I said, if you've seen my previous videos, it's almost the same as the toilet. So I will be putting 3 ribs in, 1 at the end here, 1 in the middle, 1 down there somewhere, with some stringers. I don't know if I'm going to do 1 row or 2. I'll double check the toilet anyway. And then even if I just get the floor done, but also what I need to do while I do that kitchen is the wall that goes up here, and it supports this window, supports all of that. I want to do it just like the toilet one, where it will touch the floor, it will be fiberglass in, it will be bonded to this, then the rib will go against it, be fiberglassed in, and that will support it. And obviously it's going to be fiberglass all the way up, out. I might make it a little bit taller for now, and then get my proper shape once it's all in. And like everything else, this will all have brand new fiberglass put on it, so it'll be a bit stronger than what it is. But that's the three main jobs in here. I'm just trying to work out, I think the biggest job will be the anchor locker, just because there's taking supports out, there's getting supports back in up there, and then obviously the full board, little by little, like I always do, a little bit of a cut, push it in. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is, I've tidied all this up. I don't know if the light's gonna mess you up. And I just want to start clearing this out a little bit. So I know what wood I've got and what's good or bad. Obviously most of the windscreens out there, that's just the front one there. I do need to look at that at some point, but it's not a big issue. I can still use this boat while I'm thinking it, still can paint it, can still get it ready. Even if I have to copy the exact same pattern of wood, I'll do that. But ideally I would like to have aluminium so I just don't have to worry about wood, but I can't do that, I'm not that clever. So yeah, I'm going to clear this up. I don't want to bore you with that. I've had a hoover, so much better in here, not so dusty. But those three jobs that I've mentioned are structural, well, especially the anchor and the ceiling. Kitchens will support this, like I said. But anyway, enough talking. I'm going to tidy up. I'll see you guys at the end. Okay, had a really good tidy up. Don't look it, but it is. So just been looking at the wood pile. Actually, it might be enough light here. So I'm just considering, I think I've got a so what is it, inch, 3/4, half an inch, 1/4 of an inch. The anchor locker is a big area. Sorry about that. Yeah, so it's a big area, and just it's going to be the whole, quite a big board of the inch. So I'm now changing my mind, thinking I'll go 3/4 of an inch, which is really strong enough anyway. I'll just buy a board of 3/4 inch. And then I've got the half inch for the side of the kitchen. The inch will be for the floor of the kitchen. Yeah, so I've got enough to finish the kitchen. Like I said, I'll just go and buy one board for that. If I change my mind, then obviously I'll update you guys. But pretty much it for today. It was mainly coming down, seeing what I've got, tied everything up. So now I can put all this wood back nicely on there. Windscreens out, all cleared out there as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, new day, sun shining, just a bit cold, but that's not too bad in here. Okay, so the main goal for today is I'm going to cut out that beam going across, cut that out. Basically what I want to do is clean it all up, have a look at what I need to repair, and basically get all the grinding down so it's actually ready for the board to be cut and be placed. I also need to grind off the anchor roller, I think it is. I don't know if you've seen the couple episodes. There's one bolt left I need to get out. That's holding that up. But it should start going a bit easier now. Like I said, I'm doing one job at a time. Get this board on, that's a massive, be a massive job done then. And we should hopefully start seeing it all come together now. So yeah, gonna start cutting it out, start grinding it. Okay, let's go for it. Okay, and as you can see, I went a bit further than what I just said. So now we are completely sanded all the way up to the top of the bow, to the bow. Underneath, I've sanded massive chunk, the rest is all good. Still need to do a little bit of sanding where I'm going to patch some holes, grind that down. But that's a good job done today. That is going to be it for today. Managed to do the bottom bit, find where the crack is right there, and also do a little patch of this. But after a while your arms start killing. So I think it's going to be another day of grinding this out with the old flat disc. And yeah, I'm going to try and, to be honest with you, what I probably am going to do is sand what I need to do underneath there, sand around the door, sand this patch, and then that's all the sanding for all the jobs. This was already done. I might do a little bit more there, but that'll be tomorrow as well. So everything's ready to go, to be cut, to be bonded. So there's no more grinding or sanding to do in here. Look, for now anyway, because obviously I still want to clean up the seating area. But anyway, enough talking. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, new day. Excuse the noise, generator's on. So I'm thinking today we are going to crack on with the rest of the sanding and get it all done, so I can carry on with all the jobs. So that involves sanding a little sanding that bit up there, because there's the anchor hole up there that is going to be sealed. If I have to drill a new one in the future, I will, but at least I know for now it's going to be sealed, waterproof. Also, I need to sand this little bit of ceiling, get that completely done. Maybe tidy up a little bit more of that. And then in the kitchen area, I'm just going to quickly sand a little bit here, so it's all ready for working on. I've also got a metal cutting disc that I'll put on the grinder, and then that means we can also get the anchor roller, I think that's what it's called, I'm not too sure, off with one bolt, and the last of the cleats. There's only one bolt holding that one on. And then we are tomorrow I'm going to go to the shop, get all the wood, which is the ceiling wood, the anchor locker wood, and the beams that I've taken out across there. I am now also considering, I'm not too sure yet, I'm gonna think about it once I've cut the anchor board. I might even put a shelf there, across there, because like I said, it is going to be more of storage. But we will see how that goes. So like I said, another day of sanding, but this will be the last of it. Get out of the way, the whole bits, get it hoovered. Also, I tried, because it's getting cold now. I think this morning was actually 3 degrees. And it's going to drop down to -1 in the middle. Maybe tomorrow or the next day. I have got this heater. I tried it. It's just the generator goes crazy. It pumps out a little bit of heat, but I don't think it's going to work. So what I'm going to do is get the diesel heater back out. I'm going to measure the hose, the width, and order a hose so I can bring it in here. I'm also thinking about, just for now, just placing these windows back in, maybe with 1 bolt or something. Not too sure about that one. I might just lean it against it just to stop the hot air going out. Obviously once you start working it's not bad, but it's going to be better than last year when this was all open. The bulkhead was open, which leads into there and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, and also I can use the diesel heater to warm this area up a bit, so the fiberglass is a little bit, can go off a little bit better. But anyway, enough talking, let's carry on sanding, let's get this job done. Okay. Okay, all that hoovering I did, I'm going to do again right now. But anyway, now we are officially sanded all up in there, grinded out the holes, ready for fiberglass in. The roof is now all sanded back to original fiberglass. I've managed to get that one cleat off and the anchor roller, so that's all off up there. That will be going back on so the holes can stay where they are. All the top sanded. I've also sanded the kitchen area, grinded all the little lip back there and a little bit there, so that is now all back, all nice and ready to be bonded and fiberglassed, same as underneath, because obviously the board will come under, back, up to support this, and then I'll work out how high the countertop should be once I get that sort of stuff. You know, how far I want to get some measurements of the fridge, a rough fridge, see how far I should come out, which I think I'll be out further, and then what's going to happen is from about here it's going to start curving back in towards that corner, so this opening you can get to the double bed. Okay, so yeah, that is, I've got a hoover now, I won't bore you with that. Then really tomorrow I'm going to go to the shop, get all the wood like I said earlier, and then it's really starting to cut things out, get things into place, get it all ready. But yeah, so I'll probably see you guys tomorrow now. I'm just going to stay here and do a bit of hoovering, hoover it all. Okay, new day. Quite a clear day, sunny, but it is -1. We had snow yesterday. So my main thing for today, it is the last day for this week's video. I've got the diesel heater almost set up to my 12 volt, so permanently on the generator. Obviously it can run off of a battery, but because I'm going to use it so much, I also bought this off as Amazon. It's about 14 foot, so it's kind of stretch out quite a bit. And also I went out and got the plywood for the anchor locker, the slats for the roof, and the stretch across the top of the anchor locker. Put that back to original. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly get this set up, get this going, and then we can jump inside. I think I can do some measurements, come back out, cut those boards up first, do some more measurements, because this is a big sheet. It's 18 mil. So I think that's what, 3/4 of an inch thick. So that's going to be really strong for the front, as it never had it before. But I'll show you a little bit more inside. I don't know if I've already explained it, but we can do it again. So I will see you in a minute when I've got that running, and we're going to do some measurements. Okay, and that's the heating going. all the way to the door, shut the doors up a bit just so obviously there's not a draft coming in. I know there's a gap, but then again I'm in the boat again as well. Put that window in. I am probably going to dig out that window there because that's a nice frame that can just sit in there. One bolt at the top, that'll hold that for now. The toilet window's shut off, and then I'll leave these open for now, see how warm it gets in here, or how warm I can't get it, and if so I'll just bag it up or something just for now, as I am going to be working in here for most of the winter. But yeah, that's blowing out really nice warm air now, nice dry heat. So anyway, so yeah, my next plan is I'm going to quickly give another hoover up just because it is dusty, but I won't show you that, I won't bore you with that. And then I'm going to measure the piece going about an inch, I think it is, the piece that goes across there, cut that, get that ready, and then focus on the anchor locker face board. I've decided I probably won't go with a shelf. That's just a lot of hassle. Plus it maybe be a storage area anyway, and I can just have that as a big opening. So yeah, what I was saying earlier is originally they just had little pieces of wood going from the triangle, obviously coming up, and then a curve, same there, and all they did was put a little shelf on there. So this was all open, not supported by anything. So me putting a full face board in and then getting a hatch for the future is going to be supported so much more. It's going to be solid, so when anyone goes up there they can jump around, I ain't worried. See how long that takes. What I might actually do, changing mind just while I'm talking to you guys, cut that bit, measure the ceiling, cut them as well because they're easy, then focus on this board. Then I know I've got that cut, ceiling cut, focus on this, and then it's just the kitchen. But I'll tell you next week if I'm actually going to fiberglass this in or get the kitchen cut out as well, get everything ready to go. So anyway, enough talking, let's do it. Okay, and that was nice and easy to do the roof slats. I have done that one across there. It was a good job. When I stood outside I could see this side was dropped more, and that's the only reason why obviously I'm jacking up, because I noticed it on one of the videos. If I didn't, I probably would have missed that, so it's a good job I spotted that. Even though I've risen most of the roof because of the cracks, I didn't actually notice that one, but I would have got to it because it has a crack. But so what I've done is I've jacked it up, and I don't know if you guys should be able to see this. Let me just clean the screen quick, sorry about that. So you can see, because the boat's not sat perfectly on the trailer, you can see it's about on that second line in. That is the same throughout the boat, same with the floor. I don't know if you guys can see, it's just that bubble over. So this is all perfectly lined up. What I've done is jack this up. Let me just quickly grab this level, put it into place, and you can see it's that up to that line, and that was that much out. I would say about an inch, maybe a little bit more. It is looking dead level now, looking really good. But one thing I did notice is when I cut this board, the decking, the walkway, it comes on a slope downwards, levels out here, and then a slope downwards. So when I put this board up, you can see the gap there, and it's exactly the same distance with that gap there. So it is, that shows that this is level. All it means is I might have, well, I'm going to have to maybe put a cut here and here, and which ain't a big deal because I'm fiberglassing over it all anyway, so it's all going to be reinforced. Each section will have its own fiberglass. I'll even go over the crack. It's just because it's too much of a angle to bow this sort of wood, the thickness of this wood. Maybe do it over time, but I just think it's going to be strain on it. I don't think it's worth doing that. But we're getting there now. So the next stage will be, I need to measure the furthest point, which is going to be that corner there to that corner there, and the height from there to there. Go and cut the plyboard, and then just like the stringers and the ribs, it's going to be a case of, you know, marking the edges, cut bit by bit. So I will maybe go a little, maybe an inch bigger than what it actually is, so I can have a little play. I have got, I think they call it a compass this time. I should have got this for the ribs. I didn't even think about it. That would have been, you know, so when I scribe it in, I can just go along the boat, whatever width I want. But anyway, enough talking. Let's crack on with cutting this out. Okay. Okay, it's starting to get dark now. Been working in here, nice and bright. So I'm gonna call it, that's gonna be it for this week. I've got that so close now. It's just final little tweaks here and there, which I'll do next week. Once we get that board in, it should be okay. I mean, it's been a bit difficult because I've had to raise it to the level, get this board out, do a little cut, do so many cuts, and then try and raise it back up, put the board in, and then as you can see, I've got to cut that little bit out there so it can go further back, so these tops can get closer, which means I have to then take the jack down, but it'll be okay. I mean, this is probably going to be the final hardest bit, apart from maybe the toilet wall, kitchen wall, which is just basically like the toilet wall over there. But yeah, so I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Cheers.